Get out of my way.
You get out of my way.
This की पलके ना golden.
Hello everybody, my name is Sachin Bhandari and you're watching my channel Eccentric Sachin. But last weekend we were in a pretty interesting place. It was a farm stay. It's a farm stay close to Chennai, about 120 kilometers in Tindivanam, called Vaksana Farmstay. And we've been wanting to go to a farm. We had been wanting to go to a farm stay for a long time, right, Sarika?
Yeah. So we went to this farm last weekend, and all of us, so Sachin, I, Tithi, my father and my grandmother, we went to the farm.
Mother-in-law.
मैंने क्या बोला?
Grandmother. Yeah.
And my mother-in-law. और क्या बोलूँ मैं समझ में नहीं आ रहा है.
The idea of this video is to show you whether we had fun at the farm stay or not. So we are going to go back in time, and maybe looking at our experience, you can decide whether you should take your family for a weekend at a farm stay or not. This year has been special. So I mean, we are already in 2022, but I'm talking about 2021. My family really loves adventure, really loves going out and experiencing new things. I mean, I do, so does my family, and probably sometimes my family enjoys these things more than I do. So I'm always looking out for new experiences. In fact, we went to stay in a coffee plantation or coffee estate in Chikmagaluru, I think around August of 2021. That was one interesting experience. I mean, before that we couldn't do much because of the pandemic and the lockdowns and the restrictions, etc. And one of the things that we've been wanting to do is to stay in a farm for a while now. You know, farm stays are really interesting. It's almost like going back to your roots, right? Going back to your grandparents' house, doing all the things that you used to do as a kid. You are amidst nature, you are amidst trees and birds and flowers and animals. All of these things really attracted us to a farm stay. But I think apart from the positive sides, there are also some sides that you need to consider, which may not be so convenient. So one, farm stays are not really convenient because you are almost like living in the middle of a farm. A lot of the things that we take for granted in cities are not available. The luxury or the convenience or the comfort is sometimes not available. So those things made me skeptical about taking my family on a farm stay. But the interesting thing was, I have a friend, in fact somebody who I think is, call my role model. His name is Kiruba Shankar. He is, one of the earliest proponents of business blogging in India. He's a digital marketer, entrepreneur, runs his own digital marketing agency. He wears so many hats that I sometimes lose count of what all things does he do. But he actually has been building a farm.
Auntie, careful.
A farm, and not just building a farm, he also has created a farm stay, and that's exactly where I am. I'm in Vaksana Farms, close to Tindivanam, which is about 140 kilometers from Chennai. Now, the first thing that I am going to do is to give you a small tour of the nice little cozy house that Kiruba has created on this farm for guests. It's called Pico. Yes, you heard that right. Pico. I think Pico means small, chota. Kiruba calls it the big tiny house or big tiny home. So come inside. I'm going to walk you through, show you what the big tiny home Pico looks like. You can see the one behind me. This is where I was standing. And there is one balcony right behind me. Okay. This is the second balcony of Pico. So yes, I'm going to give you a quick and small tour of Pico. So I'm in the attic space. Now this is really interesting because what Kiruba and his family have done is that there's one single slab, and then this is like a mezzanine floor. I think that's what you call them. And there's a nice little bed mattress. It's on the floor. We are pretty comfortable sleeping on the floor as long as the bed and the mattress are good. So we've already enjoyed one good night good night's sleep. And behind me over there, you can see there's a small workstation with my laptop. I'm actually preparing for a talk on which is going to happen a couple of days later. And you have a full view of the farm because there are a lot of glass windows. So there is less brickwork than you see in a conventional home, but a lot of open glass windows, disproportionately big. So you get a 360-degree view of the entire farm. They've also put really nice and cute little posters. Some of them you will recognize. There's Dilbert and there's Tintin. But for me, I think the coolest thing or the nicest thing is this really long, wide, not long but wide table. There's really good Wi-Fi, it's very strong. So it's actually like a perfect place for workations. Tithi's been working very hard on this. I think the nice table is motivating her to work really well or put in long hours. And you can see how this entire house looks like. In fact, it's really beautiful. It's white and then there are these colorful posters. And this is like a small wardrobe, like walk-in. I'm not going to go inside because it's like a bit of a mess right now. And this is the washroom. I hope it's clean. Yes, relatively clean. But the cool part is that if you're ever, taking a bath and you want to look at what's outside your bathroom, you can do that as well. So we've already used this because there's absolutely nobody in the evenings. And so it's really nice to take a bath. It's like a thrilling experience to take a bath while being able to look out the glass wall. And there's also another small glass door here. So this is what the entire house looks like. It's really cool, really interesting. It's inspired by, I think, the tiny home movement. I'm also going to go outside and show you what the house looks like from outside the door as well. So there are these. He's put really nice. These are stone benches. From what I understand, these are strong granite benches. So you can sit down here and have your evening tea. You can have chats with the family, which is what we've been doing. And Kiruba is actually building a nursery. So you can see a lot of pots, lot of plants. The farm is still under development. So as time goes by, I think it is going to look more like a forest. So that's what the farm looks like. Very raw, not a coffee estate, of course. It's in a flat area. It's in a semi-arid kind of place close to Tindivanam. So the next review is going to be about what kind of food experience we had here at Vaksana Farms, and that's also like a classic farm experience because you eat the food that the family has cooked. So that's going to be next up. So don't go away. अभी मत जाओ क्योंकि अभी आपको खाने के बारे में देखना है. That is going to be a lot of fun. So stay. So we've already had we are on our 4th meal here at Vaksana. You see these people, they don't even want to wait for me. They've already started eating. The first, so I'll start from this morning because we are having the 3rd meal of the day. This morning we had really nice idlis, very fluffy, smaller than the idlis that we have, with really nice sambar, very tangy, spicy, but not too spicy, but no sweet at all. And we had chutney as well. And also I think the highlight of the breakfast was this ragi idiyappam sort of thing, but it was sweet. So it was, I think, sauteed or, with some cashew nuts and sugar, but palm sugar specifically, not the regular sugar that we have. That was for breakfast. The lunch was even more grand. It was a grander deal. And in fact, a couple of my friends from Chennai, Rohit and his uncle Ram, they also joined us. And for lunch, I think, what did we have? We had, of course, rice. There was sambar. There was nice, again, tangy, spicy, sour rasam. There was buttermilk. There was also like like, a besan ka vada sort of thing in a curry. There was peanut salad. There was beans and carrot vegetable, a poriyal sort of thing. And the other thing was there was a drumstick leaves chutney. And there was papad. So it was a grand meal. We had it right outside Kiruba's house, on the granite stone benches and the table. It was a fantastic experience. A lot of us eating together. So that's what I really enjoyed the meals, both the meals. Right now we are having a slightly simpler fare compared to the afternoon because it's evening dinner. But it's really nice. I think there's chapati, there's sambar, there is a new type of dal, there's some salad, etc. But I'm going to go ask these guys, my folks, my family, what did they think of the food till now at Kiruba's Farmstay, that's Vaksana Farmstay. So first I'm going to ask Papaji, my father-in-law, what did he think of the food? Papaji, बताइए.
It was really very nice. And good food. I
ओके कौन सा डिश आपको सबसे ज़्यादा पसंद आया अब तक का यहाँ पे जो खाया हमने?
There's typical that salad.
वो पीनट वाला सैलेड.
Peanut salad. I like very much that.
Okay.
And naturally this sambar.
Yes, sambar is a favorite with Papaji. He really loves sambar. Yeah, so I'm going to ask mom now. Mom is probably the most picky when it comes to food because she likes bakery and confectionery items, like I told you. She doesn't eat like a mere mortal. She only likes Italian, European stuff. So we'll ask her now. तो मम्मी कैसा है खाना यहाँ पे वक्साना में?
अच्छा है. It's like a sattvic food.
कौन सा आपको अच्छा लगा अब तक डिश सबसे?
दोपहर को
जो भी सुबह से लेके
सुबह का तो वो इडियप्पम जो था वो स्वीट वाला. इडली सांभर वाज कॉमन, लाइक वो थोड़ा अलग था. दैट वाज गुड. और दोपहर को तो पीनट चटनी, इवन आई लाइक दैट. ठीक है. राइस और थोड़ा ड्रमस्टिक लीव्स का चटनी, समथिंग डिफरेंट इट वाज. वो कभी खाया नहीं था. दैट वाज गुड.
यस, क्विकली योर रिव्यू ऑफ द फूड एट वक्साना.
The food is very good. It's all vegetarian food, very fulfilling. Right now we are having some chapati, sambar, dal, vegetable rice and some buttermilk, which is really, really tasty. But the food was more elaborative and much better in the afternoon. Of course, the taste is equally good, but there were more items and my favorite rasam. And the peanut salad was amazing. In fact, the breakfast item was also very good. We had idli, sambar, chutney, and Kiruba's mom made ragi idiyappam, the sweeter version, which was amazing. I've never had that. I'm definitely going to take recipe and try at home. I hope I make it as well as, if not better, as well as Kiruba's mom.
Yeah, so that's that. That was a review of the food. So you see, everybody's loved the food. But really important. Like I was telling you, our family really loves food and we always enjoy a good meal. Okay, so I was telling you that the most important part of staying in a farm stay is about the farm experience itself. But right now, what I want to tell you is the experience that each and every family member had. I'll start off with my experience. What I really found interesting and fun to do was, Kiruba asked us or gave us the chance, opportunity really, to graze his cows. So we had to move his cows from one part of the field to the other part of the field. We also had to those anchors, we had to put them into the soil. That was one. My friends from Chennai, Rohit and Ram, had also joined. We had lunch together. So all of those things were pretty interesting. We also got the chance. I didn't go myself, but I know that Mom, Sarika, Tithi and even Papaji went and to the village and they saw the INR. So INRs are really interesting deities which protect villages in Tamil Nadu. They are, these statues with deities with mustaches, and they are very, very strong, and they are supposed to protect villages. So those were my experiences, which I really loved. I'll come back to you and share my verdict, but now I'm going to go to Papaji, Tithi, Sarika, Mummy and ask what did they enjoy in the farm experience. So let's start off with the most important person on this trip, Papaji. Okay, we'll start off with Papa ji. Papa ji, अपने experience के बारे में बताएं, क्या मज़ा आया आपको?
मैंने बहुत इंजॉय किया इस फार्म हाउस में. इट वाज वेरी नीट एंड क्लीन एंड द वेलकम गिवन बाय द फैमिली इज वंडरफुल एंड आई लाइक इट वेरी मच. And you see, everything was food as well as everything was. I'm very much impressed from their behavior, from their guest welcome, and the entire trip was most wonderful, charming for me.
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. मम्मी को दो mic. So, mummy, आपने Kiruba says that you were the most active member on this trip from the entire family. आपको क्या पसंद आया, क्या मजा आया?
Yes, I did many of the activities. From that, I like to do the nursery saplings and all. I had done lot of things morning, and then cow dung, which we had to clean up the cow shed. Cow shed that I had done with the whole. That's all.
So Kiruba was saying that he did not expect mom to do so much, but 95% cleaning of the cow shed, she almost, and she didn't do it for any pictures or videos. She actually was totally into it. That's what Kiruba was saying.
Yes, that's true. Because I did not want to take any photos, but really I wanted to work on that. That's why I had gone.
Like the younger generation in our family only does things for photos and videos.
Yeah.
The real work is done by the older generation.
Yes.
Okay, we can pass it on to Tithi. Yo, Tithi,
Hey.
what's up? So, what did you enjoy, Tithi, in the farm experience?
So the overall experience was great, but the two of the most wonderful experience that I had was, one was Mudbath and the second was playing with pony.
Right.
So
Yeah, say something about it. Like,
yeah, so the Mudbath is something that you get once in a year, in a whole year, and that's during this season, like
right, when they are
sort of
seeds and all that, yeah.
So we were lucky enough to do that, and we had the same feeling like Tomatino festival in Spain. But yeah, we enjoyed a lot, and yeah. And then it was pony. I love animals, but I never actually got chance to play with horses or pony. Sure. So yeah, that was something unique.
Right.
What's his name?
And his name is Surya. Surya. I don't know. I just keep forgetting his name, so I have called him Surinder.
Surya has a new name and it is Surinder. As per Tithi. Surinder.
Everything that starts with
If
his.
this was a farm in Punjab, then yes.
Yeah, then imagine, but
Yeah, I do have problem with names. Yeah, but that's
Remembering
okay.
names.
Remembering names.
Cool,
But yeah.
awesome. Now, Sarika.
hi.
Hi, what did you love?
There are 6 dogs on this farm. So obviously I love them all. The really nice loving dogs. My favorite one is Rasa and Jam. That was the first.
Even mine.
Tithi wants to take Jam home, by the way. And the other thing, the most interesting part and something that I was looking forward to.
Typically a good one if you want to sell when there were fruits. Copious amount of fruits. But for you to really realize this,
And I had no idea that they would have is a small but nice reservoir. It's a pond. It's made by them. They have some river water collected in the pond, and we had amazing fun because I can't swim, but they were kind enough to give us some floats, and we just went to the pond and got into the the water and took a nice dip yesterday and today. So yeah, that made my not just day but the entire trip. So that was great fun. My overall experience was excellent. The food was amazing. We had a nice time 2 days here at the farm. The family is super amazing. Kiruba spent 2 entire days with us, which was just amazing. I really didn't think he would do that. Any host would do that, I mean, totally gave his time to us. So yeah, overall a great experience.
What would you give?
I would definitely give it a 5.
5 out of 5?
Yes, yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Let Tithi give a verdict.
Yeah, same here. 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5?
Yes, totally.
That's so cool. Okay,
Yeah.
you can pass the mic to mom.
even I would like to give 5 out of 5 because we enjoyed the 2 days trip like anything without any hesitation. We did all the activities whichever we wanted to do. We got the opportunity to do here.
Great. Papaji is almost ready to go with his
Okay,
backpack on.
okay. Definitely, I would like to give 5 out of 5. Same verdict of my colleague.
Great. Okay, so for me, I think of course I will also, would love to give 5 out of 5, but I'm going to keep it at 4.5 out of 5. So we leave Kiruba some space for improvement so that he doesn't get complacent. I think every guest who comes to Vaksana Farms and Pico should get the same kind of experience that we did. But for me, really the highlight of the entire trip was, Kiruba's hosting, the way, of course, his entire family, the food and everything. But Kiruba was so forthcoming in sharing stories, telling us little anecdotes about the farm, and being a storytelling, coach and trainer. For me, these are really fascinating, and it's always nice to see how when we get to know all of these stories and anecdotes, we feel a greater and a deeper connection to a place. So that's exactly what Kiruba did. Now we are getting ready to leave. Our car is already waiting outside, so Papaji and my mom are getting, stressed out. So we got to go now. Okay, so bye-bye. We hope all of you get an experience at a farm stay like this. And if you want to come down to Vaksana, then I'm going to leave details in the description of the video. Yeah, so we can go ahead and book Vaksana stay at, I'll leave the details.
We are getting late.
चल रहे पापा चल रहे. Yeah, description in the, I'll leave the description I'll leave the details in the description of the video. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I always say, please do like, share, subscribe. We try to bring stories from our lives about experiments, about travel, about communication. Hope you enjoy this channel. Do subscribe, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask us in comments, and we'll try to answer as soon as we can. Thank you. Bye bye.
ये किसका है?
वही रखो, हमारा नहीं इनका है. हट.
हो गया?
ना सच्ची. अब नहीं, अब चलो अब हो गया.